what are some of like the things that just happened behind the scenes? Because now we're talking about all these things, talking about other people and stuff. What are some of the things that happen behind the scenes that people don't know before you put out like a video? Self-doubt, maybe you could like just doing your lines over and over again, or you're just the kind of person who's like
Nah, the
running.
over and over again.
Yeah.
I think
You do it a lot.
so many times. As in, like yesterday, I was editing a video, and for like, cause what I do, where it's easier for me to edit is
Yeah.
I take like clips at a time.
Yeah.
So then I like say one point, and then I end that clip, restart it again. So I had like 10 of me trying to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And you know, realistically, when I looked at the first two, there was nothing
like,
wrong.
they were actually
They were
okay.
okay. But I just felt like I needed to say that same thing 10 times. And actually, the thing is, I used the one that I said the second time and not the 10th one.
See, over-critiquing
Yeah.
yourself, over-critiquing yourself. And just that, anything else that, you know?
I think because for me, my self-doubt comes after I've made
Yeah.
the content, not before.
So after you're done, like even editing the video?
Yeah, that's when
that's
I'm
going
like,
up. That one I'm pushing it. I've finished editing and rendered. On the timeline, sour. I can debate with that with myself. But yeah, okay, sour, maybe no. But after I render, it's going up.
It's going up.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to start having that. Maybe one day I'll start publishing the videos that I just keep private.
Yeah.
Just to see.
And you'd be shocked because people would be like, hey, we don't see anything. Like, what were you saying? Like,
Yeah.
We're not even. And like the way you've said, a very good point that you just talked about previously. Be yourself.
Yeah.
And what's wrong being yourself? You can't Photoshop yourself. Kwanza, that's the thing with video. You can't Photoshop yourself.
Yeah.
No. If there was a shortcut for that, hey,
Like
people
for
would have been
example,
happy.
I did a video the other
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
and my eyelash, part of it came out.
When you're
So-
talking.
No, I
Or-
wasn't talking, but
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you don't realize and it's lifted a bit. So I did the whole video. It's a 20-minute video, but my eyelash is lifted a bit. I think that's the first video. Tomorrow it's going up.
Oh yeah.
I was
Oh
like-
yeah. No, because you've invested so much
Yeah.
time and
I'm not going to post that video because
Yeah.
of that tiny part that was lifted.
No, post it because it's just like even going back to just correct that because of the
Yeah.
eyelash. Let people ask and you can tell them like even on the small video that you can add at the end. Like, yo,
I'll
by
even
the
just
way,
put it on the comment section. I'll
Yeah.
be like, yep, I saw it as I was editing, but it's too late.
what would you say is like your most memorable video? Like out of your videos, like there's that one that you did and you're like, and yeah, this one was good maybe because the impact, the feedback you got from people, just like you're always going back to watch it because yeah, this one was nice.
Okay, I think I have two. The first one is actually a recent one that I did this year. So we went to Langkawi, and I'd actually really planned.
What's that? What's Langkawi?
Langkawi, it's an island in Malaysia.
How do you drop that name casually? You think like I know where Langkawi is. I'm thinking you're talking about somewhere between South B and Tahoe. Like, yeah, I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
it's an island.
Yeah.
Really beautiful. Reminds me of almost maybe Lamu. It has
Oh,
such
it has
vibes,
that
and
vibe,
still
eh?
it doesn't, like, people haven't discovered it yet, so it's not very touristy.
Yeah.
So when I was doing the vlog, I really like arranged all my transitions nicely, Nini. So from like a creative point, I loved it.
You loved it.
As in, I was really proud. And that video doesn't even have a lot of views.
Yeah, but you know,
in
like
my
deep
heart,
down, you know,
it would
any of
be
this
the
one.
video that if
Yeah.
I was even going to show you something from
Yeah.
it, that's the video I'd
Oh, wow.
probably show you. And also people commented, you know, as a creative, someone can tell you, oh, you look really nice in the video, but
Yeah.
to you, the comment that gets you is when someone is like, oh wow, your editing skills there, your transitions,
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
been so cool. So when I got such comments, I was excited. And then the next video was a video that I took a subscriber on a date. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, I met this
Uh-huh.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
I was coming from school, and on my way home, I decided, hey, let me grab some chicken up at KFC. So then, as I was leaving, I guess because I'm always at KFC, just gave it away that it was me.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's you. Uh-huh.
So then she literally just started hyperventilating and crying, and I was like, my
Wait.
God. I was so shocked. And at the
Yeah.
time, I wasn't even that big
Yo,
yet.
okay, like yo.
Yeah, so I was
that's-
like, hey, you know what? Actually, like, took her number and I was like,
yo, I
let's
need-
just chill.
Yeah, yeah. It's the yo, come on. It's the least you can do. She's crying.
So
She's,
we went out to the hub. We had an amazing time, and we actually vlogged. And she was also so nice with the camera and everything. And we're actually friends. Like, we still text right now.
oh wow.
So I think that's another one that I really enjoyed.
Like one of your best.
Yeah.
And it's just those little things that actually happen to you, and just you see the impact that you have on someone.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, okay, so yes, I'm doing this thing for fun, but come on, man, I didn't know that. Like there are people who really like appreciate what I do
The
that
content,
much.
yeah.
And you see that at times can now make you even respect yourself as a brand, because you're like, the way you've said, the things that you're putting out,
Yeah.
and it kind of like gives you like a sense of purpose, I'm guessing.
It does. It does.
So let's talk about this, what do you call it? Like, do you ever get a creative block of the sort?
Yeah, I think that's what we were talking
Apart
about.
from the, apart
Yeah.
from, no, that's not an any, that you actually chose. You chose that block.
I
I'm
chose.
you chose that. But forget about that. But
Uh-huh.
that one of like, you have so many ideas, but you just can't seem to press the record button. I have at times I have those. Do you ever have any of those?
I think my first
Like you
one,
formulate them, Baka, you put them on the timeline in your head, but the laptop is there or the comp is there and the camera is there, but you don't shoot or edit.
No, I don't think I've experienced that yet.
Okay, wait for it.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Don't jinx me now.
Yeah.
I've just come out of a funk, so no.
Okay, or let's go with how long does it take you to come up with like just a video idea? Because let's say the way you've talked about, YouTube favors you if you post like maybe consistently,
Yeah.
like on Wednesdays. So how long does it take you to like just come up with your next kind of like content?
I come up with content very randomly. Most of the times I'm just in bed. Also, I watch a lot of YouTube. I
Yeah.
consume so much YouTube. So I could just be sitting or even checking on Instagram, and then I see something and I'm like, wow, this is actually a good video.
Yeah.
And something that I always tell, especially vloggers, is that everything is content.
Everything is
Literally
content.
everything
yeah.
is content. You
Shoot,
just have
shoot,
to
shoot.
be smart about how you put it. You have to make it interesting. That's where now your creative skills come in.
Storytelling and
Yeah,
everything.
but if you really want a video, how to kosa? Like, because every day you're going to get out of bed, why not just pick a camera?
So what do I shoot? Have you ever had people say, so what do I shoot?
Yeah, pick up a camera that day and just try to get creative shots and be interesting, like once you press record.
Yeah.
And that's content in itself. But like my content comes very randomly. Like I said, now it's been a good week, so I have actually had ideas like back to back to back to
And
back to
and
back.
you have to shoot Kwanzaa when that feeling is there. You have to keep shooting.
Yeah, that's,
You
oh my God, yeah.
you have to be like,
That
yo,
is what I was saying.
what are we shooting? Yeah.
I even
keep-
sometimes wake up because I get the idea and I get so excited. I'm like, I just need
Let me just-
to film.
yeah, let me
It's
just-
1 a.m. and I've woken up to
You
go
should.
film a video because you're so excited and you don't want it to go away and you just want
That
to
feeling.
do it.
Yeah, you don't want that feeling to be any different when you.
Yeah.
Okay. That's very